So next, we're going to go from big system, kind of looking at information management. We're now going to start looking at crew welfare. So I'd like to give a round of applause to Marcelo Hidalgo to tell us more.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're not going to fall asleep with me. Ah, nice. So let me see. Okay. Well, thank you very much to the organizers for inviting us, also for accepting our paper with these outcomes. Well, first, I would like to start with sharing with you who we are, why I am here, and who I am representing. I am here on behalf of the Fishing Industry Association of Papua New Guinea. We are vertically integrated tuna industry players, but also we have other players, have lobster or croup or mud crab, and sea cucumbers collectors. Focusing for this speech in tuna, we have 55 tuna processors that provide direct job to more than 1,500 crew on board, besides observers. We have down, you can see 6 tuna processors. Majestic, one of them, RD, Frabel, IFC, Southeast Tuna, and number 1. Thank you. We are one of the largest producers in the Pacific. Last year we caught around 131,000 metric tons of tuna, including the 3 are certified, have Marine Stewardship Council, skipjack, yellowfin, and big eye. Focusing in our talk today, and just about our crew and our people. Well, it has been staying every year, FAO release this, that fishing is consistently the most dangerous job in the world. And there are several guidance and ratifications to provide a guide and step-by-step approach to protect crew members on board. In the case of the FIA PNG Association, we decided to develop a due diligence process back in 2018. The aim was to protect our workers, maintain integrity in our processes on board each one. Here I am just sharing one of our tools, how we are communicated to our crew members. You can see above in the right, the 10 good practices on board that are based in the ILO Convention 188 are written down in 3 languages, Tagalog, English, and Pidgin, because those are the languages that we spoke on board our fishing vessels. Also, you can see some bars and codes. What is that? Well, those are the results of our second party audit, and you can see 3 colors, 3 fleets, different owners. One of them, the green one, is a low performance, which means they perform the lowest against ILO ratification 188. And that helps us to recognize we need to help them to increase the level of compliance at such a point that we can provide a consistency across our fleet. So we are also in this way contributing to the SDGs number 8 about decent work conditions. And beside that, you can see the logo FISH. FISH is a standard for crew. FISH stands for fairness, integrity, safety, and health. Why did we decide to go for FISH certification? Well, it's the best intersection between private sector requirements and ILO convention. It's highly based in ILO Convention 188 and Port State Measurement Agreement. Now, I would like to explain a little bit about our platform, FINS, that means Fishery Industry Management System. This was created in 2009 by the National Fishery Authority of Papua New Guinea, and it's collecting more than 80 key data elements. My colleague Hugh was talking about key data elements as well. This is a one data entrance point on board based on e-tablet, almost real-time transmission via satellites, or depending on the beeping of the vessel monitoring system. This data is collected by observers, independent, that work for the National Fishery Authority, and there is an e-audit, electronic audit, running almost every day, depending of the data. These are other screenshots just to show you how there are different data collected, like fishing vessel name, IMO number, observer's name, etc. Now, going to the outcome for the key data elements, looking at crew welfare or social accountability on board, we decide to go for this because we need to create an assurance model to justify retailers' requirements. And this includes accountability on board fishing vessel. I need the points to remember. And to implement a management system internally based on internal audits carried out by our members, second-party audits carried out by the FIA office, central office, and third-party audits that later will come with the certification body auditors. You can see now the Global Dialogue on Seafood Traceability logo here. Why? Because once we finish our research, we share our outcomes with the GDST and with the fish, because we consider this KDE, this recommendation, were suitable to be a baseline for the dialogues. These are the 23 data we extracted from the ILO Convention 188, and we believe we can justify no child labor, remuneration, crew list on board, safety on board, occupational health and safety on board, legality, based on some documents that are available that are legal, for instance, fishing license coming from the National Fishery Authority, or the good standing of the fishing vessel coming from FFA, which is another organization that is doing this. We don't want to replicate any effort. We don't want to reinvent the wheel. We don't want to replace the certification. We believe that the certification has a role in this framework. So from these 23 KDEs that we're discussing, and we create a technical working group with fishermen, 2 fishermen, 3 fishing company owners, the NFA, and FIA office, sorry, we didn't invite any NGO, we conclude that at least 7 KDEs should be in the plate for every fishing vessel, not for fishing company, but even for fishing vessel. We control our fleet per fishing vessel because of the MSC fishery certification. So these are the outcomes. Each data point was discussed and reviewed. Well, this is what I already, shared with you. We conclude that not all the 31 KDEs initially were suitable for this project, and we just end up that we need 7 documents, 7 data entries to justify 23. I will escape this one because you will get it, and I will go straight to the Tuna Challenge. The Tuna Challenge is a collaboration between different platforms. One of them you can see is FIA PNG, another is the National Fishery Authority that has the fins, Global Fishing Watch, because we open our vessel monitoring system, and Global Fishing Watch can see where our fishing vessels are fishing, moving, if they are in protected areas or not. And you can see a new logo with a tick. That is a logo that we received in March this year, because our fins passed the capability test for the Global Dialogue on Seafood Traceability. In simple words, capability test is a running test, maybe takes a couple of minutes, to verify that the traceability platform, in this case fins, in the fishing operation and also in the processing side, are collecting the KDEs that the GDST is saying are the minimum. If GDST is set up 56 KDE like minimum, the capability test will run and say, okay, 100%, you collected the 56 KDE, or 98%, then we have to go back. It's an excellent tool for verification. And the Tuna Challenge will engage all these organizations, and we are looking now a retailer partner to integrate all this platform, and as Hugh explained, to harmonize the language and see if in 1 minute we can get a supply chain integrated traceability in a couple of minutes. So currently, when you request a traceability, you have to wait 24 hours, 48 hours or longer if it's a paper base. This is a proven model, it's a scalable model, and we are now adapting to a small scale fishery, a lobster fishery. Also, we are using the GDST KDEs for other aspects, and we want to implement the KDEs for social accountability. And to finalize, We started in Singapore last month, and now we are our KDEs, our project outcomes are being discussed and has a baseline for the new KDEs in the GDST. So it's our pleasure to be considered like a baseline, and has a huge shared invitation. We also extend the invitation to join us, especially small scale fisheries, for social accountability and welfare of divers at least. Well, thank you very much.